Hello traders, it's me Krasimir Panayotou back with another video in the Rich Spirit channel, this time focused on the support and resistance levels, how you can draw your support and resistance and how they can help you in your trading strategies. So a lot of new traders, a lot of beginners underestimate the support and resistance levels. They more focus on trend lines, on Fibonacci levels, on all kinds of indicators like MA, MCD, and so on and so on. I don't even know these names because I don't use the indicators. But what I usually use in every single time that I trade are the support and resistance levels. Why they work so good, why I use them every time, and are they a real thing or just some myth which everyone is talking about? Let's discuss this in this video, guys, and let's show you how you can draw your support and resistance levels. Okay guys, so right now, right here in front of you, you see the Euro GBP 4-hour chart, but these are the support and resistance levels on the daily. So I have marked them on the daily, and as you can see, this is how they actually look. So the first thing which I want to mention for you guys is that the support and resistance levels are not just a line. So it's not just a specific number which says that the price will definitely bounce from, for example, 95,000. No, the support and resistance is a zone. So a lot of the times the price can go a little bit deeper, a little bit even above the zone and then bounce back, or almost touch it, maybe don't even touch the zone and bounce back. So these are areas, psychological areas where the people start selling or buying the currencies. So this is how I recommend you to see it. So we will not use just lines where we are drawing the support and resistance, but we will use rectangles so we can mark an area where the price can reverse. So what you basically do when you're drawing the support and resistance levels is you take the levels where the price respected the most many times. So as you can see on these charts here, when we zoom out, here we see some levels which are multiple times respected in the past, like this one here. Here it was respected. Here we have another level which was respected here, 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 back here, here, here. So this is a valid support and resistance level. Another one we have here, you see multiple tops and bottoms at these levels, and these can be adjusted a little bit, and now I will show you exactly how I do this. What you basically do is you match the most highs and lows in the same time. So here you have one very clear support and resistance zone. Looking back here, it was a resistance, again resistance, resistance. Here it went support for a while, but then again turned to resistance for the price. So this is the most obvious level. Let's draw another one right here. You see how many bottoms here we have? We have to adjust it a little bit so we can get the most of the bottoms. And you see how sometimes the price goes a little bit lower, sometimes just ends at the zone, sometimes it just looks like this. And now even I will draw it a little bit lower, because you see in the latest times the price went a little bit lower than these lows over here, so I will draw it just like this. What else you can see on the chart? Here is another very good support and resistance level. Looking back here, it was a good support for the price. Here a short time resistance. Here was resistance 2-3 times. Here a support, 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 support many times. Here, if you can see all these lows, price was supported by the pair, and here you can see some highs over here, And this is pretty much about this level. And of course there are many others which are between, like this for example. You see many end tops and bottoms were caught here, so we can draw them even to these present days where this was still a support and resistance. And when you draw these support and resistance levels, guys, you will see that they work time and time again in the past. So here you see two tops, but when we go on in the most present time, you see it's a support and resistance area again and again. This is a good area of support and resistance even to this current day when the price is at the support level. So this is basically how we do it. Even easier it is when you switch your chart to linear graphic like this. This is how you see the chart even more clearer. And if let's go back in the time and draw the support and resistance levels right here. So you need at least two touches. So here you have 1, 2, it's okay, it's a valid zone, but you even have a third touch right here. Also here you have a lot of tops and some bottoms. So I'll adjust it a little bit lower so you can see it's a good level of support and resistance. Another one we probably have here, catching all these lows here and these lows here, this high here, high again, high, high. So I'll make it a little bit more. I'll just adjust it a little bit more down so we can catch the most of the price action. Another one is clearly here. You can see how many tops, lows, tops, lows over here. I can draw it even a little bit more fat and you will see that these are also respected. So this is a good support and resistance zone, and this is how I mark the support and resistance zone, guys. Okay, so you need only 2-3 touches to be a valid zone, but the more touches, the more better the zone is. Also very important to make a zone on the ultimate lows of the chart. So even if we don't see 2 touches right here, but only one, we still have to draw it as a resistance zone, like the ultimate height over here. No matter that it's only one touch, if it's the ultimate high or low of the graphic, we have to draw a support and resistance zone. So this is how I do it, guys. Now, when you switch to the candlestick charts, let's see, and you zoom in, you start seeing the price action. And this is how you can enter a trade, because if the price reaches the zone, you get a sell signal, you start selling, and you look for profits on the next zone or on the second following zone. What are the price action signals? I'll show you some of them here. We have a bullish engulfing, selling the price not to the next resistance but to the next two support zones. So this is a good one. Another one buy signal we can find here from this zone. Let's zoom in. Going back to this previous resistance, and from here another one big bullish sign going up all the way to the next resistances here and here. And basically what I do in my strategy is after I mark these daily support and resistances, I go to the 4-hour chart and I look for entries here. So here you can just zoom in and see this beautiful engulfing candle. So you can take a buy here. Somebody asked me about the entries and exits on the charts. So you set your buy position here, you set your stop loss under the candles that formed resistance, or if you're more conservative, you can put it even below the previous lows back here, but this will raise to your risk almost 2 times. So we can set a trade like this and look for profit in the next resistance zone right here, or even higher on the next resistance zone, which is this level right here. And as you can see, the price always goes in a zigzag manner. So if you have a correction like this, you can again re-enter a buy position here for the continuation of the trend. And this is a little bit another topic, so I will not focus on this right now. But for the support and resistance levels, this is basically my strategy. So okay, we test this resistance here, we can't broke above it, so we go down, and after a new retest of the price, we have a chance again to see a reversal. So we see this beautiful strong engulfing bearish signal, we take a sell trade. For example, we enter selling right here, a few pips below the candle. Okay, let's say our entry is here. We set our stop loss somewhere here above the candles and target profit at the next support and resistance level right here, or why not on the even more far away support level. This is even better if we have a strong enough trend like this one here. Why not to let our trade go in the right direction? So this is pretty much what I do when I'm trading. I use these support and resistance levels matched with the price action signals. I love to draw the daily support and resistance levels and to find entries on the 4-hour charts. Now let me show you another charts which I have marked. In yellow color are the daily support and resistance levels, but if you zoom in, you can find some lower levels right here which can help you enter on the 4-hour chart. If you want, you just switch to linear chart and you see where are the most highs and lows. So if you're trading, for example, the 1-hour charts, so you see this is the daily resistance. So from the daily resistances, support and resistances, we have the biggest bounces of the price. So the price raised to this daily resistance, and from there we have the biggest move to the downside. It's not like this from the 4-hour. As you can see, the moves are more smaller. The pressure is less important because the big bankers, the big institutions, the big traders, they're joining on the daily resistance levels or the weekly. The bigger the better. You see the weekly chart? Yeah, some levels are good, but some levels are even much better. Let me mark some for you. Very good levels where the price just rallies for weeks, you understand, for months. Okay guys, now let's go back to the 4-hour and continue with the topic that I wanted to discuss. You see this trend, decide to only sell, trade with the trend. Here you have a rejection from the daily support and resistance, but on the 4-hour support and resistance you see a sell signal looking here. So you can take this sell signal and you can continue with the trend. This is a winning strategy. So you take this engulfing, you enter position after the candle close. So you set your stop loss above the candle and you take profit on the next 4-hour support and resistance zone looking back here. Or if you have a patience, or if the price rallies too fast, you can take even on the next one. So this is how you can use it, the same as the 1-hour. 1-hour can be also traded on the 4-hour support and resistance levels. Let's zoom in a little bit, go back in the time. Image, we have established this 4-hour support and resistance. you decide to continue trading with the trend, trending up. So what you have here on the 1 hour chart. Okay, I was a little bit interrupted by a member of my family, but now let's go on. If we are on the 1 hour chart and we are looking for entries, for example, somewhere here, the price is retested, have broken the 4 hour resistance, but start consolidating around it. We can look for entries around the trend line or buy signals from the support and resistance levels. Now you see these 3 green candles. This is a famous pattern called 3 white soldiers. So you can take a buy after it, or after a small correction you can take a buy here. You set your stop loss below the candles and below this support level right here, and you look for profit on the next resistance zone, looking here, or if you're more patient, here. And on the resistance, if the price breaks the trend line, like here the trend was broken first time here, then it means that the trend is weakened. So we can see another break of the trend somewhere here, or you can trade even here. What are the signals here which you can see? On the 1 hour we have a great engulfing here, but if you set your stop loss here, sometimes on the 1 hour the big banks are targeting these stop losses and you can be stopped out. But pretty much this is how you trade. Now let's go to Euro and see these daily support and resistances. So it's the same way. You open your linear chart, you see where are the most highs, and when you switch to the candlesticks charts, you can adjust them a little bit with the current situation of the chart. So this, for example, can be a little bit, the whole support and resistance can be a little bit lower, so we can take these wicks of the candle and these lows over here. Right now you see that we're at a resistance level. So as I said, you can take the daily sell signals, or you can go to the 4 hour and look for buy or sell signals there. You see some very nice signals there were on the 4 hour of Euro USD. Okay, so you can take these and trade using just the support and resistance levels, or you can see what a beautiful, nice engulfing price action here, selling the price down to the support area. Now we currently retested this support and resistance area, and my prediction is that the price here will go to the downside to the next support zone. And if we break it, what happens if we break a support zone? It becomes a resistance for the price, and we can see even a better drop to the downside. But especially in this pair, what I see is this trend line here. So what can happen next week is also retest of the resistance zone, and from there we can go with some nice sell signal to the downside, to the down support area. Or if we break it, of course the next targets are these highs over here and this next resistance area. So this is pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, or if you want to ask me anything about Forex, you can just DM me in my Facebook profile. If you're new to the channel, you can subscribe very quick and get the next videos. So the next video will be a forecast about the next week. I really just created this video so I can give you some tips on how I draw my support and resistance levels, because when I started trading Forex, I had a very big confusion on how exactly where we to draw the support and resistance levels. But guys, if you have these difficulties in the beginning, don't worry, relax, because with the time and the practice, you will master this finding of the best support and resistance areas. these are the best method. Just look for where are the most lows and highs of the price and just match them with one line or one rectangle and just trade when the price reach this zone. Okay guys, so this is all for today's video. Peace and very successful week I wish you.